So it took me a little while to make this video, simply because I was waiting. I wanted to connect the dots a little bit because the Democrats have become so desperate lately because the polls are shifting in Donald Trump's favor. The American people are shifting in Donald Trump's favor, and none of the scare tactics and none of the lie tactics that the Democratic Party has shoved down our gullets is working because we're regurgitating all that shit. Now look, you know the Democrats' talking points, how they're always talking about, oh, Donald Trump had the worst economy and the worst inflation and the worst unemployment since the Great Depression. They used to tell that lie like Donald, it was so bad under Donald Trump. We were so worse off 4 years ago. And then when they were asked that question, they never answered the question. They kept lying, or either they kept beating around the bush, or they kept lying and saying that we wasn't better off. Now you got Barack Obama saying this.
And the reason some people think, wow, I don't know, I remember that economy when he first came in being pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty good, because it was my economy. We had 75 straight months of job growth that I handed over to him. It wasn't something he did. I had spent 8 years cleaning up the mess that the Republicans had left me the last time. So just in case everybody has a hazy memory, he didn't do nothing except those big tax.
Yeah. So now you got Obama switching up everything when they used to hammer down that Donald Trump's economy was so bad. Now that nobody believing that shit and they're desperate and they're in full-on panic mode, they're trying to mix the truth in with some more lies, just like the devil does. He loves to mix truth in with lies. So now you got Obama saying, oh yeah, all of a sudden, yeah, people are believing that, a lot of people are believing that they were better off 4 years ago. And then, yeah, you are better off. You were better off 4 years ago. But that was because of me. That was because of me. I gave it to him. Mr. Obama, your lawyer's unemployment rate alone was at 4.6%, while Donald Trump's lowest unemployment rate became 3.5%. That reached an historic low. So if you want to lie and say that you handed Trump over a good economy, well, Donald Trump made it better. It's only under Biden and Harris that inflation rose dramatically, immigration crime rose dramatically. Fuck, unemployment rose dramatically. Everything rose dramatically under Biden and Harris. So stop trying to clean up that shit, talking about we were so better off. We're so better off now than we were 4 years ago. Now that lie didn't work. Oh yeah, we were better off 4 years ago, but only because of a Democrat, Obama Jesus. Now on the next clip, you got this old, antique, ancient witch, Martha Raddatz, and news anchor who tried to fact check J.D. Vance when J.D. Vance just spat in her face with that stupid fact check. And it wasn't even a fact check. It was confirming what J.D. Vance and Donald Trump has been saying all this time about the migrant gang problem that the Biden and Harris campaign, or now the Harris and Walz campaign, continuously deny over and over again that it's not a problem. Now they're being forced to admit, another one being forced to admit that we do have a problem. But check out this weird, ancient, antique, high witch, his response.
For his response, watch.
President Trump was actually in Aurora, Colorado, talking to people on the ground. And what we're hearing, of course, Martha, is that people are terrified by what has happened with some of these Venezuelan gangs.
Senator Vance, I'm going to stop you because I know exactly what happened. I'm going to stop you. The incidents were limited to a handful of apartment complexes, and the mayor said our dedicated police officers have acted on those concerns. A handful of problems.
Only, Martha, do you hear yourself? Only a handful of apartment complexes in America were taken over by Venezuelan gangs, and Donald Trump is the problem and not Kamala Harris's open border? Americans are so fed up with what's going on, and they have every right to be. And I really find this exchange, Martha, sort of interesting because you seem to be more focused with nitpicking everything that Donald Trump has said rather than acknowledging that apartment complexes in the United States of America are being taken over by violent gangs.
Okay, let's just end that with they did not invade or take over the city, as Donald Trump said. I want to move on to
Just a few apartment complexes, no big deal.
My gosh, Kayleigh, what a remarkable exchange.
That is insane to me. So not only did you go from denying that this has ever happened, and denying that this is, even when they tried to fact check Donald Trump during the debate, they denied that this has ever happened, that we have a migrant problem. And now you got people saying, "Oh yes, it is happening, but it's just a little bit. It's just a handful of people. It's not a big deal. It's just a handful of people." How sick and twisted and weird that is. You people are gonna keep letting these people lie to you and keep believing everything these people say. I got my own fucking family members harassing me on a daily basis, trying to get me to vote for this liar, for Kamala Harris. I had to shut these people out of my life because they've constantly harassed me and called me out my name and called me racial slurs, saying that I'm running with the KKK, when these people out here are blatantly lying to you. These people out here are blatantly lying to you and coming out admitting that they're lying to you. Now that they have no more lies left and no more unaliving attempts left, now they have no choice but to come out and say, "Oh yes, 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 it is true, but it's only good, your economy is only good because of me." Oh, no. Yes. We do have a little bit of a border problem, but it's only a handful of migrant gangs coming out, taking over people's apartments. The fact that you even come out and said that, and even come out of your mouth, shows that you don't care, the Democratic Party doesn't care about any of you. They couldn't care less if you were unalived, if your kids was unalived in S-Aid. They couldn't care less. They only care about their own agenda, their own lives, and their own pockets. How much more do you need? How much more proof do you need that these people have been lying to you the whole time? All I'm saying is, you gotta let these people stop lying to you. What is it gonna take for you to wake up? These people can literally grab a zipper from the back of their head and just zip their flesh down and zip off their skin and then reveal an alien or demonic creature, and then you're still gonna ride with them. Well, we should accept all creatures of life, even demons. Just as long as they support your agenda, right? But let that same demon who you just supported, saying that we should accept all creatures, let that same demon say, "You know what? I'm going to go and vote for Trump instead of Kamala." You're a demon. You're a demon. I'm tired of this hypocrisy. Are you? And if you think I'm reaching on that subject, just look at how they're supporting Dick Cheney all of a sudden. Now that he's all of a sudden supporting them, after they used to call this man Darth Vader, all the way up until 5 minutes before he decided to endorse Kamala Harris. Aren't you tired of being lied to? Aren't you tired of having a candidate or supporting a candidate who can't think without a script? Why would you want a robot who has no emotion, but one? The Joker laughs all the time too. And you see what a supervillain he is. Yeah, just like the Joker, and just like a demon, go ahead and laugh your way all the way to the bank and collect blood money that you've been collecting for all these years. Go ahead, keep laughing as millions and millions of people are suffering and dying, and we're on the brink of a World War III. Go ahead, keep laughing, Kamala, the most unserious candidate of all time. While people are suffering in hurricanes and dying and losing their house, and you're offering them a measly $750, why are you on a sex podcast calling her daddy? The day of the disaster, while people are still picking up rubble from their houses. How come Donald Trump was the first person on the scene and it took y'all over a week to show up and do anything about it? I wonder why did it take y'all a week? Because you was on Howard Stern, you was on Call Her Daddy, being insulted by Howard Stern, as a matter of fact. Because Howard Stern said he'd rather vote for a wall than vote for Trump. So he's saying that you're no better than that dumb wall over there who can't think or do anything. Just because he hates Trump so much and he's so scared that he's going to expose him and Hollywood in their Diddy parties. That's why you see the real difference. When Kamala, just look at the difference. Let me be serious with you for a second. And let me ask you a legitimate question. When Kamala keeps saying over and over again that Donald Trump is not for the people and she's for the people, so why is it that Kamala Harris in the Harris campaign needs celebrity after celebrity after celebrity after celebrity endorsing them, but you're not hearing the people on the streets like Donald Trump? Donald Trump has been relying on the people on the streets. When he goes to his campaigns, when he goes to his rallies, he pulls up workers on stage. He pulls up civilians on stage. He pulls up law enforcement on stage. The people of America. All them long lines that's around the corner, that's wrapped around the corner, not a celebrity. Those are the American people. So for you to sit up here and lie to me and say over and over again that Donald Trump is not about the people, I wish I could tear that pearl earring out your ear. Because you can see, all you have to do is turn on the TV screen and look at the two rallies. Look at the difference between the two candidates. Oh, Taylor Swift is endorsing Kamala Harris. Oh, Tom Hanks is endorsing Kamala Harris. Not a single American, not a single civilian. Not a single hard-working American. All these people that's supporting Kamala Harris has been millionaires who've never seen a day of hard work in their life. They've just been in front of a TV screen and had scripts. They never got out there and clocked in. They haven't got out there, worked a 9 to 5, and then received a paycheck and had to spend their whole paycheck on groceries alone. Or bills, and not even have enough to buy groceries. They wouldn't know what that's like if they hit him in the face. A lot of these celebrities that's endorsing Harris haven't worked a 9 to 5 since they was a teenager. So of course they wouldn't know how the world is today because they live in $1 million mansions with movie theaters and bowling alleys. And they hate the public. They don't be seen out in the public. They have their own islands. These people don't know what it's like to live in this country and go through what we have to go through. That's why you see the contrast. So many American people, the people, are supporting Trump, while nothing but these celebrities and these paid-off millionaires are supporting Harris and Walz. Oh, Harris has raised millions of dollars, the most money any candidate has ever raised. I'm sure when you have nothing but rich celebrities, of course they raise more money. When you have nothing but rich celebrities and everybody in the same clique showering you with millions of dollars. Of course they have more money than Trump because Trump is relying on the people. And the people are broke. We don't have millions of dollars to dole out. We can only donate $5, $10 here and there because we're broke because of Biden and Harris. And Kamala coming out here and saying that she's not going to change anything, she's no different than Biden, we're all going to die. You come at me, and before you come at me and talk about, well, I work, and I'm voting for Harris, well, do me a favor. Look how much taxes you're paying now compared to when Donald Trump was in office. Look how much you're spending on groceries. Look at your receipts. Look how much money you could be saving if Donald Trump was still in office. Compare your receipts to 4 years ago. Compare your taxes being taken out of your paycheck 4 years ago. And God forbid you work overtime. Look at the taxes that's been taken out of your check from your overtime hard work from 4 years ago. Just look at that. I'm sorry if you're making so much money that you can't tell the difference these days. But the average American, we see it every day. We feel it every day. We suffer every day. How can somebody make $22 an hour and still suffer? I remember back in the day, if somebody had $22 an hour working, then they were rich. We considered them to be, damn, man, I wish I could have a $22 or $30 an hour job when I'm only making $10 an hour or $7.50. If I could only get a job like that, $20 an hour is coming in this household, still can't afford groceries, still can't afford to fill up your, only can afford to pay bills. Once the bills is over, oh God, let's just hope and sweat that we have enough for groceries and hope the little grocery that we can buy is gonna last until next payday. Get out your bubble and look at these things. These things are happening.